court situation and CPS up my butt for the past 2
We're
terms
not
this
here,
year.
but that's not what we're here for.
She's trying to stall.
Who are concerned
To do her tabs for the car, for my son's car.
Right.
Okay. I mean,
Kids know everything. Talk to the kid.
My daughter and my mom.
Kids know everything, chat. Police find dead mother in daughter's garage. Find dead mother in daughter's garage is insane. I'm not gonna lie. Imagine you walking in. I don't even know if there's like a stench or something like that. You know what I mean? But like, just lady just laid out. Daughter's like, oh shit, I don't know how that happened. She was missing. But let's see who throw this video, man.
You open that.
Is she in the car?
Fit in here. I mean,
Oh,
she's in there.
Oh, that was just a glimpse of it. What? Was he chopped?
Police
She was
department.
chopped up or something? What? She was in a bin.
Police department.
Hold on, we gotta see what's up with this, chat. We gotta see who did that.
This is 50-year-old Carol Ray. She lives with her mother, Patricia, and her 3-year-old daughter.
Yeah, she did it. She did it. That's it, bro. She did it. Look at her face. Wait, what's this? Thou shall not try me. Yep, she did it. Thou shall not try. That, yeah, that's just thou, right? Thou shall not. Yep. I already caught it. That woman right there. That's the daughter did it. Oh God.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
Okay, I'm just asking because someone was worried they didn't know where she was at.
My son John. And him and her having a little bit of a tiff because he owes her quite a bit of money. And he's been trying to call her for
Demonic. I ain't gonna.
24 hours now. And I gave her the message yesterday.
This made sense to the cops. Carol's mother, Patricia, didn't want to deal with her greedy grandson and decided to move out and ignore him. Or at least that's what Carol claimed, because at this point, police are completely unaware of the horrifying secrets that lie just feet away from them inside the house. And over the course of the next few days, this simple missing persons report would turn into hands down the most gruesome and disturbing case that they had ever worked on.
And then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom.
My grandma just texted me again.
Okay.
Sending cops to my house again. My grandma's not at the
Cops.
It's clear that you're not telling us the truth.
Yep.
Where is she at, Carol?
I'm telling you. Well, you can just tell by like the person's look. You know what I mean? You can just tell.
With Carol the previous night, John would call the police again, slowly becoming more concerned that something had happened to Patricia.
Thou shalt not
So
try
at 11
me.
a.m. on January 22nd,
So the mother tried her.
officers would arrive at Carol's house for a second time with the intent to find a conclusive answer to John's worries.
Grandma's Patricia. Mom is Carol.
Okay.
Hi.
What department?
Are you Carol?
Yes.
Is Patricia here?
No, she's not. She's getting her B12 shot or something like that with Dr.
Toe shot.
It's not written down anywhere in here.
Maybe on, no, she writes down on with Dr. T on the old calendar.
This little girl.
This is my daughter, Allison, her granddaughter.
Hi.
Oh, okay.
Does she live here with you?
Yeah, we live together.
Your grandma?
Yeah.
Or your
My
mom?
mother.
Sorry.
Yeah, she's
Okay.
been staying at her sister's house for a couple of days because we just got diagnosed with pneumonia and got home from the hospital. I had diverticulitis that ruptured.
Okay.
So.
So she's back here though, staying here primarily now?
Close. I mean, all of her clothes and everything are here. She came by yesterday, and she was here last not last night, but night before last, and she was here yesterday for until about 5 p.m. and picked up her medications and a fresh change of clothes and stuff like that.
Okay. The only reason we're here is because your children are concerned about your grandma.
My son John, he
Yep.
took you guys over last night, which I contacted my mother about, and she had a fit, and I was going to go down to the Roseville Police Department today about it. Well, there's a little bit of a financial money issue between my mother and my oldest son John.
Okay.
And he borrows money from her and doesn't repay.
I ain't gonna lie, Chuck. I hate police, bro. I hate them. I hate them. I ain't gonna lie. But I ain't gonna lie. It sometimes like this time on this video, they be cracking down on some shit. You feel me?
He's got a truck in the backyard she bought him, a car in the garage that she bought him that she took back.
But there is time where they be just wrapping up cases and be like, just, you know, and that's what I despise them about. There's some cases where you keep digging, you feel me? But
He won't pay the insurance on it. So my mom is a very finicky woman, so she got pissy about that. Now call him when I goddamn ready to call him. I got things to take care of.
Right.
Okay. My
How
mom
old's
told
your
me-
mom?
I said she's 69 this year.
Based on Carol's story, Patricia is back living at her house and is currently
Okay.
at the doctor's office getting a monthly shot.
Okay.
Everything lines up. Patricia temporarily stopped communicating with John due to a financial dispute. However, John, being a caring grandchild, got worried something more sinister was at play. It seems like it was just miscommunication. However, officers decide to get all of Patricia's information and check her room just to ensure nothing's off.
Yeah, alright.
Where's her room here?
And it's right back here.
Can we just look at it?
Yeah, if you want to see where her clothes are and everything. You want to show them where Grandma B's? Oops, I'm sorry, baby. You want to show them where Grandma B's room is? Her room is the last one on the right. Allison's is the first one on the left here.
Got a dog?
And let Natalie sleep
Or
in this bedroom since Grandma B spent the night over at Nikki, so that she can have her stuff on. All my mom's stuff.
And all her clothes are in there.
All my mom's stuff is right there. Fresh clothes that she just washed.
Okay. All right. We're good. We just need
We're
we need to
good.
call, you know, and then there's one side of the story and then there's the other. So if he's got everyone worked up, like he said, he might call, someone else might call, and you don't want us showing up here a million times. So we want to just see her in person. Hey, you're fine. That's all we need to do. Okay?
Alrighty.
Alrighty.
yeah, she did
You're
it.
welcome. Have a good day.
The officers have one
She gonna
simple
start
task to wrap
fleeing.
this case up. Simply confirm Patricia is okay with their own eyes. To do this, Officer Pelt decides to call the doctor's office where Patricia is apparently being treated. However, the call doesn't go as planned.
From with cardiology, how can I help you?
Hi, this is Officer Pelt with the Roseville Police Department. I'm just calling because I believe you have a patient in your office by the name of Patricia Bennett. And she has some family members that are concerned about her and are trying to just make sure she's
She ain't there.
No,
Nope.
she's not here. Her, actually, they might have got the date mixed up. Her appointment is, February the 13th. But I'm going to go ahead and ask a couple of
Dang. Different day.
or anything
Or
like
is
that.
she planning on coming there?
Nope, she's not supposed to be in today. Nobody's seen, like, she hasn't come in yet or anything like that, but we can watch out and contact you.
Suddenly, things are starting to misalign.
GG's.
John insists that
GG's,
he
chat.
thinks Patricia is missing, and now the only person living with her is lying about her current location.
Yep.
Something is definitely not adding up. So officers decide to
They're gonna go back, she gonna be gone.
speak to John again to further investigate the strange situation.
They should have went right back to her. Cause now she got a lot of time. And cops, they kind of slow.
I just don't get why my grandma would make a Facebook post saying she's at home. You guys show up and she's not there.
And that was
That's
literally
not
2 minutes ago.
suspicious?
As soon as you pulled away, she texted my dad that.
There may be other circumstances that we're not aware of, or the family's not aware of.
I'm hoping I just have a pissed off.
So what your expectation is that this woman here who's your mother,
Yeah.
is hiding your grandmother from you?
Yeah,
For what reason?
for months.
She's trying to take the money from her that you think is entitled to
It's not
you?
even about
No,
that.
no.
Our
Okay,
grandma
I don't know.
raised us,
No.
You know?
Your grandmother, what,
Our grandma raised us. She's
raised you?
like our
Okay.
mother.
Okay.
So generally, yes, I'm really concerned.
Our mom's
about
been in and out of our
where
life.
she's at.
Right, okay.
You know, our mom was never in her life.
And I just don't want my grandma to be her passed away and she's collecting.
Okay.
Or hopefully she's just hiding her because she's sick. And my grandma's always wants to know. I'd rather have a pissed off grandma than a missing one. Or a dead one.
Or a dead one. Sheesh.
And, I mean, if she's got a body hiding somewhere or has done away with her, I mean, and then trying to collect Social Security or whatever she receives, I mean, that takes some effort.
My grandma
I tell you, facts. And that's what we're thinking.
When was it went down?
A couple years ago.
A couple years ago? Okay. And what happened to those charges?
I think my grandma decided to not pursue them.
Okay.
Fully. I had like to lock her up because that's her daughter, but
I'm not trying to get her in trouble, but why would you keep lying? But so that's why I'm thinking that nothing's adding up.
None's adding up. Not at the doctor?
Okay.
That at home?
Again.
Dang.
John's claims are frankly
She said, don't send him to my house again. Yep.
terrifying.
GG's.
Not only does he suspect his mother of stealing from Patricia and using her money, but he thinks she may have even murdered her. Accusing your
bro, look at
Patricia
her
and using her money,
look
but
at her,
he
chat.
thinks she may have
she smoked her. That's her. Just look at her face.
Even murdered her. Accusing your own mother of committing such a terrible act is something officers need to take seriously. However, there's no evidence to suggest that Carol had even harmed Patricia, let alone killed her, so these claims feel drastic, unfounded, and premature. Officer Jerebick seems to have felt these claims were over the top as well, so he would lead John to the station to file a missing persons report. Additionally, he wants to learn about John's history with Carol, and why he thinks she may have killed Patricia. Alongside John would be Carol's ex-husband TJ, who claimed to have important information that could help solve the case.
We're just gonna record you and I.
Alright, TJ.
So when did you physically last see your grandmother eye to eye?
Probably after Halloween, beginning of November, before I went to North Carolina. I came back from North Carolina Thanksgiving, so didn't see her. Went there on Christmas, didn't see her. I've been calling her and asking her to call me. I need to hear your voice, or have my mom have you call me. I need to hear your voice.
Oh, she's been smoked for a minute.
A couple weeks ago. All right. Yesterday I just cracked and finally called it in.
And now you haven't had any voice.
She was smoked for a minute.
Since Thanksgiving.
Texting me off her phone or off her Facebook. I know it's not her just because the words they use. It's not how my grandma talks.
Oh yeah, she been smoked for a minute.
Last time I saw Carol, period.
Not Carol, Patricia.
Oh, okay. I'm like every time I drop my daughter.
yeah. We're like Patricia.
Patricia.
Contact with Patricia, yes.
Yeah. It was around Halloween time. I did receive one text message stating that she was sorry for holding up Carol. Carol and my daughter were supposed to hang out because it was my birthday this weekend. Game around 6 o'clock, so I texted her. I'm like, "What the fuck's going on? You know, it's my birthday. We're supposed to be celebrating it and blah blah blah."
You, Carol, and Allison are supposed to be celebrating on Sunday your birthday.
Right, and then I get a text message from Carol's mom, but it doesn't read like Carol's mom, but it says, "Sorry, I'm holding her up, signing over the cars and giving her title to house and insurance stuff so she can get that stuff fined Monday." It gets kind of, when Carol kind of misspelled, it's because she don't wear glasses and stuff like that.
Oh, I see.
Contact that you've had with her was
she ain't got the glasses, you know, the little mistypes. I feel it.
From
message. And she
now everything's going to.
I did some research. I went there today and spoke with my. She hasn't spoken with my grandma since 2015.
Remember how Carol said that Patricia moved over to live at her sister's house?
Is Patricia here? No, she's not here right now. She's with her sister.
John visited that house.
Okay.
And Patricia's sister claimed that she hasn't seen Patricia in over 5 years.
And she was messaging me.
5 years?
I was there with the cops, saying that she was home, and messaging my dad that she was home. Well, we know she wasn't there because the cops were there. My dad screenshotted them all and sent me those messages.
Okay, can you email those to me?
Yeah, she been smoked for a minute. And we're barely getting cracked down to this.
In this type of situation, I would hope it's more true than it is the other. I've known Carol since I've been 20. I mean, like boldface, like you can show her, like here's a picture of you, and I have. Here's a picture of you doing this and that. It's not me. I mean, so she's always been a chronic liar, especially when she's off her meds. Because she does take lots of medicine, longer than I think even we were together. I mean, I'm sure you can get her list of medicines that she was taking, but I guess she lost her therapist, so she has not had medicine for the last couple months.
Therapy.
And when that happens, things get kind of wonky with her.
Any other conversations?
Other than calling the house phone, social media, off of like Messenger, calling her that way, texting her, nothing. And then on 12th of January, my mom texted me off her phone saying, Grandma B is sleeping, getting over ammonia here. I was like, have her call me. I need to hear her voice. She never does this. She always calls me. And
Dang.
These
Yep.
interviews help clarify why John would go as far as saying Carol had killed Patricia. She's been lying to them for months. Nobody's been able to see or speak to Patricia, and she happens to have a decent surplus of cash that the family has been pulling from. And remember, on top of all of that, Carol lied to police about Patricia's whereabouts at the doctor's office. The evidence makes it abundantly clear that Carol's not telling the truth and trying to hide something.
Yep,
And it's
she
likely something
smoked him.
horrifying.
I feel like the boyfriend did it though. She probably just like sat there and like, you know what I mean?
So police try and visit her house a third and
Is there a
final
boyfriend in this
time,
situation?
But this time, they aren't leaving without answers.
I don't really pay attention.
Hi again. Hi. Is she here now?
No, she's up at the Liver Cancer Institute getting her B12 shot. I'm sorry, I don't mean to be gripey with you, but
Where is she at?
We're just getting conflicting information that's why.
The doctor's office that you
Wait.
told us she went to, she's not there.
with cardiovascular is where she goes. Dr. Tapazzo
Same day? Yeah, same day.
Acidic white blood cell cancer. Not the white blood cell cancer.
Okay, 'cause you said she was at Woods Cardiovascular.
Because she has a lot of doctors.
What's your daughter's name?
It's Addison.
Addison.
Allison.
Allison.
Allison. Oh, okay.
That's a nice balloon.
Well, it's because
Can I see it? Oh, thank you.
I can't keep all of it.
Allison's a little girl.
Cardiovascular is where she's been treated.
Yeah.
So
Is where she's been treated for a long time with Dr.
And how did she get there?
Tapazzo.
How did she get there?
Her sister drives her, or I drive her.
You didn't drive her today, so today,
And sometimes her neighbor across the street.
how did she get there today, though?
I believe her sister.
Her sister.
Yes.
The sister that lives in Warren?
Yes.
Okay. But you don't have your sister's number.
I don't talk with my aunt.
I ain't gonna lie. How like police jobs are fucking tough. You gotta listen to one side of the story, then the other side of the story, then you gotta remember all these names, and I'm sitting there trying to like, I'm trying to like lock in. I can't.
Well, last night
She stayed over there.
So much shit going on.
Here, she did not speak directly to her. No, she spoke to me. Okay. Because she was at my aunt's.
But I know what's going on though. I know what's going on.
Is
Don't
that
get me
your
wrong. I
phone?
know what's going on.
Yes, that's the one I just gave you.
Listen, we just want to know where this lady
I
is.
don't understand, but you guys are upsetting my daughter and you're upsetting me.
She doesn't look upset.
That's
Okay.
fine.
Because you don't hear what she says when she leaves. I just went through a really bad domestic violence divorce situation and CPS up my butt for the past 2
We're
terms
not,
this
yeah,
year.
but that's not what we're here for.
She trying to stall.
Who are concerned about her, and no one seems to know where she
my
is.
son's father, my son, and his brother, which he's got his brother on high alert now, which his brother's wife was just here yesterday morning while my mom was laying on the couch to pick up $200 to do her tabs for the car, for my
Right.
son's car.
Right.
Okay. I mean,
Kids know everything. Talk to the kid.
She's my daughter and my mom.
Kids know everything, Chet.
Telling
Talk to the kid.
She's currently here.
No, she's coming back here because she just called.
She just called. Why don't you call her right now?
Yeah, call her right now. Yeah. Oh shit.
And
Her
she's on
heart,
way,
her
then
heart
shortly we'll be able
dropping.
to resolve this.
Her heart dropped. Dude, you said that. Call her right now. Oh shit. You gotta call her? I gotta call her?
You want to put it on speakerphone?
Ah.
Will she answer you?
I don't know. She went up there to get her B12 shot.
Notice the drastic change in Carol's demeanor when she was directly asked to call Patricia. She's no longer deflecting, but rather soft-spoken and deliberate with her choice of words. Pay attention to Carol's body language as she's asked more of these direct questions.
I know she's supposed to be calling John because John's the one that started this like 3-4
John.
nights ago, threatening to call if she didn't talk to him. Yeah, if she didn't talk to him by noon the next day. I had her call before she went to Sam's Club. It was
Is
like
it possible then that
11:45, 11:50.
Is it possible then that she could just speak to John
Yeah.
directly?
Yeah.
Well, then why hasn't she?
Like face to face, so that they're at ease.
She's not answering.
We're sending messages to
Do
each
you
other.
want to call her again?
GG's.
We were just concerned.
I'm sorry.
Imagine did you hear the phone ringing?
What did you say?
Why can't your mother directly speak to John? Not through a message, not through text.
She can.
FaceTime.
I don't have nothing to do with her and John, though.
Well, that's why we're here.
I'm getting stuck in the middle of it.
Yes, and so are we.
So are we, and we have to figure. We have
trying
to
to
see
get
her.
Uh-huh.
Let's try to call her again. What's the doctor's office she's at?
Y'all want to see a body?
No, the Weber Cancer Center.
That's fucked up, bro. I'm sorry, I'm fucked up.
Coincidentally, Officer Peltz would call this doctor's office, and yet again, Patricia was nowhere to be found. Officer Pelt knew something was off and decided to call in Detective Jerebex to question Carol officially and confront her about her growing list of
Oh
lies.
my god.
Grandson doesn't live here.
Okay.
Oh, John's there?
If this does go downhill and she starts making any admissions, let's stop, get her to the station. We'll do a search warrant, whatever we have to do for the house. But if she starts,
want to do a consent to search first, so we can gather in at the house first. Does she have consent?
yeah, let's see. Well, let's start out with that.
She's
already let me go through the house.
Did you go through the garage?
I have not been through the cars. Check the cars. No, I just went through the house. It's good to South County. So she's at her drinking.
Okay. This is Detective Gerlix.
Excuse me.
Hi. So we're gonna, I mean, if you don't mind, we'll get consent from you to search the house to see if there's anything that would lead us to think of who she may have went with to help you out figure out where she went.
Mm-hmm.
She didn't tell you otherwise, right? You're under the impression she was supposed to be with her sister.
Yes.
That's what she told you.
Yes.
Who lives in the house?
I do. My mom and this little girl over.
Has she done this in the past?
My mom doesn't tell anybody what she does.
And your son seemed pretty concerned that she was in here.
What's on John?
Yeah.
Yeah.
But she tells you that she's with your sister, her sister.
That's got me.
That's concerning, correct?
That's got me worried. I'm not worried, but aggravated.
She's not answering her phone calls. The people that she says she's with, she's not.
Mm-hmm. That's got me
concerning.
aggravated. Because
I won't feel right if I leave this house without looking for anything that can point us in the right direction.
Facts.
I want to do my job properly and make sure that, and I guarantee when she walks back in this door and she finds out that I searched for her through her stuff to help try to find her, she's probably gonna be okay with it because that's what most people will be okay with.
Facts. I'll be like, okay.
so you can see
Y'all
the
looking?
stuff or whatever. I'll unlock the car for you so you can look at it and whatever, or whatever you want to do. I don't want to sign anything and get in trouble.
Okay.
Trouble.
Over things.
Okay. When your mom left, did she take like a toothbrush, a bag of clothes? Like she was spending the
What
night
did we get to the
anywhere?
bottom of this track? Ah.
Yeah. Sleep over people's house without.
Well, she does. She did this time. She has.
She's shaky.
Puzzles,
So
right?
she does have
She's doing.
obviously medical.
She's shaky.
Oh yeah, she's gonna finish go well. She takes.
Get to the garage, she gonna pass out.
Somebody being missing, it's concerning because anything can happen when she's had
Ah.
COPD. She's had a stroke already. You understand? She's
out there.
You don't seem very concerned. I'm more concerned for your mom than you are. Like,
I am concerned. I've talked to her and seen her in the past 24, 48 hours. And
but now
I'm frazzled because she's lied to me about talking to my and I don't know why she would do that.
So I mean, we're concerned because your mom left, but she didn't even pack a bag to go. You know.
For an overnight, she normally won't. Even when she came out to my trailer that I was remodeling up on Hall Road.
So for like an overnight, you don't pack like just a toothbrush, a change of clothes, underwear.
Have any teeth?
Obviously, something's going on.
Wait, what she say?
Clothes, underwear.
Any teeth?
My grandma doesn't have any teeth. What?
We're fairly certain something's going on. We need to start fresh. And we need to tell we need you to tell us exactly what happened.
your story's not adding up.
Your story doesn't
Okay,
add
go
up.
through it very quickly.
You're extremely nervous.
Well, yeah, I had the police here last night and today. Yeah.
Carol, obviously something probably happened to your mother, right? You know something that you're not telling us.
Just look at her, bro.
We're trained investigators. We know when something's not right and something isn't right. You have many people outside of you that are concerned about your mother's whereabouts. Where is she at, Carol?
I don't know, because she honestly said is what she told me when she left here.
The detectives haven't cracked Carol yet, but they're extremely close.
Insane.
If they can get verbal consent to search the property, they may be able to find clues to further solve the case or get Carol to reveal more information.
All right, listen to me.
A few things.
You're lying a lot, okay? I'm now at a point where I don't believe anything you're saying, okay? Well, I've now confirmed another part of your story that's wrong. So you need to come clean now. Let me know where your mother's at. If she's in this house or in your garage, that she passed away from natural causes or whatever it is, and you didn't want to do anything because maybe you needed some extra money for Social Security or whatever it is, we can get through it. But right now, what you're doing is you're hiding somebody who's possibly dead, okay?
Absolutely not.
Carol, she hasn't been in this house in 2 months, 3
Yes,
months.
she has. She's got dirty clothes in the laundry room. She's got clean clothes hanging right there.
What does that have to do with that?
Wait, what?
I mean,
What's going on? What's going on in your life
her hair
that
brush
we
is
have to
in the
be
bathroom.
She
Yeah,
need
that's
money
odd,
that
because
bad.
left
She got a
tonight,
smoker.
Wouldn't you want to brush your hair in the morning?
Carol was caught lying through her teeth multiple times. However,
Look at her,
despite
man.
all of that,
Demonic.
detectives couldn't get the consent to search her property. This leaves them in a tough situation. It's
Oh, I
clear
can't
Carol
search
is
it?
lying and hiding Patricia's whereabouts, but with no solid evidence, they can't be certain of Carol's involvement in the disappearance. But luckily, the police had a trick in mind, involving Carol's current boyfriend, Ricky. Since Ricky has been living in the house with Carol, he has the authority to give consent to
That's what I was asking earlier. Is there a boyfriend? There he is.
areas of mutual access. In this situation, that allows officers to search the majority
There
of the
he
property
is.
despite Carol's objection to the search. As long as Ricky doesn't have any involvement in Patricia's disappearance, he would have no reason to object to a search of the property.
Hey, how you doing, sir?
How about yourself?
Not too bad, are you Ricky?
Yeah.
Okay.
Ricky Bobby?
All right, step back here. Some of these detectives want to talk with you.
Detectives?
Yeah. They'll talk with you.
Detectives. Yeah, he did it. He did the dirty work.
Last time you saw
You just tell.
Patricia, like physically saw her.
Yeah,
in
detectives.
Physically saw her. It's probably been about a month.
Would you mind coming to the station with us, so we can just sit there and talk?
It's just
Well, we're
Oh,
trying
yeah,
to find,
he
we want
smoked
to
it.
find Patricia, but we're getting.
She's not over at Citrus House?
No.
Yeah.
How long
You
have
know what I
you?
mean? She's lying.
He smoked her. He smoked her, Chad. We found a smoker.
On me,
Who's lied on you?
You found a killer.
Carol.
Oh, no, that bitch. That bitch.
Thankfully, it seems as though Ricky has no idea of the crimes. More importantly, he would agree to a search of the property, granting them access to most of the home. If they discover anything serious, they'll need a search warrant to
Body?
investigate it further, but a cursory look around the property is now fully
No body.
legal. They begin by searching her backyard
Okay.
and cars.
Someone's gotta search the inside. Who's with her?
Help.
Stench.
Help's with her. Oh,
Help.
Help's with her.
Who's Pelt? See all these names, bro. But at least he gave him consent to search up, though.
Huh? Supposed to be my.
What's that? What's this? What's this? Some stuff. Gun. Inside. Okay. Nothing. What's in here?
After coming
Done.
up empty in the backyard,
Empty.
they check the last remaining spot.
Garage!
Carol's garage.
Boyfriend's here.
Garage!
Just want to look up here real quick.
Oh shit.
You open that?
Open that. Oh, open that real quick, G.
Fit in here.
I mean,
Oh yeah. Oh, found her.
bloody towel.
Found her.
There's in here. It's all. It's.
She's in there. She's in the box. She's in the box. Help! Oh no!
Oh, she's in there.
Open up. Let's see.
Well, hold on, I don't know.
He said, "Open up. Let me see that shit."
I don't know.
He said, "Let me see that." He said, "Open it up."
I don't know. He's looking. He's looking at. Nah, nothing. I think I opened up that grave bag.
Go
It's full
look.
of bloody towels. It stinks like a dead body.
You king.
I swear to God.
Yep. Dead body.
You gotta get the search warrant.
Huh? For what?
If it's in there, Bodecker wants us.
For what?
If
We're
there's
searching for the
There's a
body.
bloody
Yes,
pillow.
if
There's a
one
bloody
in there.
pillow in here. Sorry?
Yeah, there's a body in there.
Yeah.
Where?
Yep.
You see the legs from the far corner.
Okay.
Close back.
Insane. Yo, get her. Grab her. Grab her. Run. I also want to start running. Where she at?
That's a boyfriend who just showed up. We've been looking for him.
Oh, okay.
Hi, Lieutenant.
Hey, Lieutenant. Found a
I
body.
just opened up a big plastic storage bin and smelled really bad. It was full of blood and towels, and you can see a body in there. So it's kinda
Dead
where we're
body.
at. All right.
We hook her, bring her in. What about
Everybody was saying,
Wrap
people,
it
the
up.
brothers, we need to find out what they were telling officers, because they were saying he was like in the back there yesterday and was coming and going. Somebody might have seen. Yeah.
Oh, I'm the brains of this operation. The boyfriend does it. You know, Carol, she might look like the person that would do it, but like, she would just cover up some dirt. Who cares if it's her mother? You know what I mean? She just looked demonic. She'll gut up somebody. You know what I mean? But like the boyfriend, you just like, whoa, station. Nigga, legs started shaking. You know what I mean? I would have started running. Good.
Top of that. I think still moisture on top, so that's not been in there long.
I would have started running.
And they were somebody we got to talk to over there. They said, yeah, you know, the door was open yesterday and he was coming and going, and then all of a sudden his car was.
Oh, God.
This dude, whose boyfriend is it?
Stand closer. We would have started running, man.
The mom, the daughter.
I say we bring him in.
Yeah.
Not only had they found Patricia's deceased body in the storage bin, but the
Yep.
body still wasn't dry, meaning the murder couldn't have been more than 2 months ago as John originally suspected. This terrifying scene
How long
couldn't
was
have
it?
made the truth more clear. Carol Ray had killed her mother and had been covering it up for weeks. However, she may not have been the only
Weeks.
one involved in this. Ricky had been staying at the house for months now, and the cops believe he had to have known about the murder if he'd been living beside it the entire time.
Facts.
With this in mind, police placed Carol
With the
under
baby
arrest
sleep.
immediately and detained Ricky too.
Carol, go ahead and
So-
stand up for me.
Yep, we found her.
You're on for Jane's hand back.
We found her.
I think you know
Come
where
on.
we're going, but I suggest you think about what you need to tell us, okay?
Mm-hmm.
I might have my knife on me over there.
Got any stuff on you, my
Following
boy?
Carol and Ricky's arrest, both would sit in a jail cell while they waited for detectives to arrive at the station. Multiple hours later, they would bring Carol in for her first interrogation.
Let's see. What's going on with you, man? Watch do it.
Obviously, Carol, we're here to talk to you about what's going on here. The further we let this keep rolling,
This is the juicy
further
part.
it's gonna get without you being able to, shed some light on this, okay?
The goal for this interrogation is not to get Carol to confess, because she obviously did it, but to determine a motive and figure out if Ricky was also involved.
Facts.
When I say something and it comes out wrong for something like this,
Moana fugitive.
I'm throwing myself back.
She said it was an accident, chat? Why the fugitive? Huh? What you talking about?
If you explain the truth, and it will come out as the truth.
I don't believe so.
I can't give you advice, but if you want to tell your story, you can tell it how it is. I don't have to ask you any questions if you want to get it out.
I should do it.
That. At the same time, once I tell you your rights, if you don't want to talk, you don't have to talk.
That night, we're
Oh. Okay, I knew it was gonna be at night. It was because the kid gotta be asleep. I was just about to say that. You know what I mean? As soon as they found the shit, you feel me? Kid gotta be asleep. Grandma gotta be asleep. Everybody gotta be, you know what I'm saying? It's like that, what's that murder, bro? What's that one murder? It was like a horror movie. It was a horror movie about this shit. For what it's called, bro. Oh man, he came in there. Did he shotgun everybody? What was it, an axe? Killed the whole everybody in the house. 1 a.m. It was like 3 a.m. I think. And Nick, yeah, I think was it a shotgun? It was a shotgun. Nobody woke up. That's crazy. First boom up. You know what I'm saying? First boom, I'm boom, jumping up. Who the hell was that?
One morning, and I heard loud banging. My daughter and I were sleeping in my room in the back of my mom.
Oh, yep. Told you. He did it.
Anyway, there was a big crash. And
Big crash?
Someone was breaking through the glass window, or breaking down the door in the living room. I grabbed my gun. I went running down the hallway and had my finger on the trigger like an idiot. But I went, not running, but walking fast down the hallway. And I hit with my right foot, hit the stupid door to that hallway, right in my hand like this, and it went off. Do anything when I shook her shoulder, and then I heard gurgling. And I screamed, Mom, and pulled her on the floor, and I noticed that she had blood coming out of her mouth.
What the lie? So she just straight up just shot her. Cause she heard a loud bang or someone's trying to, okay. So you didn't like call a name, like he just, women with guns, man. Oh shit, okay. Well, I wanna hear like the boyfriend story.
Somebody had broken the window or something like that. There was a huge loud crash.
If a suspect is highly emotional when recalling an event, they will often have trouble remembering certain details in that moment. You'll often notice the suspect unable to form full sentences and stuttering in their speech. But Carol shows none of this. While crying, she manages to form a detailed timeline of how she killed Patricia.
Yeah, that is true. That is true, but she could be, you know, okay, I see what they talking about.
This implies that her story of events may be inaccurate, and the murder wasn't a mistake like she claims. Now that they've heard it, however, the detectives would be able to search for evidence that explicitly countered this story, and that didn't take them long at all. The very next day, they brought Carol back out of her cell and into the interrogation room again.
Okay.
Throughout this interview, see if you can spot the information that the detectives found specifically for this conversation. And
let's spot this.
Break her story apart.
Going off of what you said yesterday, I know you said you're walking down the hallway, rather quick, you heard a noise, get the gun in your hand, the Ruger. You're walking, the owl was right there, you tripped. The gun, you had your finger on the trigger, and the gun went off, correct? Okay. You saw your mom bleeding, and then...
You tripped and the gun went off. You trip and the... women!
Oh. I think they said you saw coming out of her mouth.
Right away, I went on and it freaked me out, and I dropped it, and I screamed out, and it was I don't know much better. I my shoulders, called her name. I called her name. She was like, it was just seconds. And it was just gurgling sound, and it was something trickling out of my mouth.
The cops are clearly trying to come across as understanding and compassionate to Carol, but if their main goal was to make her feel comfortable, they wouldn't have sat her in the corner of the room and positioned themselves between her and the door. They want to eventually make her feel so cornered and pressured that she lets go of the truth. So for now, this nice guy demeanor is a complete act for the detective to build rapport, as he tries to get her to talk as much as possible.
So after that happened, obviously we found your mom in the container in the garage. Now, obviously,
yeah, well, what is
I
that?
don't understand how she got there, but you gotta explain to me, because to me it seems with your back and everything that you could do this by yourself. So can you walk me through? I understand, obviously, panic, everything sets in, you're freaking out, and it's your mother you love, right? And so, can you He was waking up. Okay, kind of walk me through the minutes after all that happened. Let me ask you this: was Ricky there that night?
Oh, so she did it.
You don't have to give them if you want to. Okay.
Remember, an important part of this interrogation was to figure out if Carol's boyfriend Ricky was also involved to any extent. At the
So he
moment,
wasn't.
Carol is claiming that he wasn't on the scene at all, as they'd recently had a number of arguments. The cops would have a chance to interview him later
Yeah,
on,
okay.
but for
What'd he
now,
say?
there's one question regarding him that they just can't seem to get their heads around.
So Allison was sleeping with you. Ricky wasn't there. Conf was here, the baby waking up. What happened next? Did you
Yeah, what
leave
happens
your
next?
mom's house? Did you move her somewhere else? Can understand that. Very hard to get under its feet. Obviously, we're operating under panic, right? I mean, I can situation panic. You got your daughter there. Where did you move? Where did you move her from the house to where first? We found her in the garage. She moved anywhere before the garage. Directly in the garage. Okay, so this is where I'm concerned with Ricky, your mom, and I know this is a hard detail to get through, but picking up your mom, there's no way you're picking it up. How did you do that by yourself? You're saying Ricky's not there.
You showed up. That's what she gonna say. That's what she gonna say. You know, you showed up, man.
Are you afraid to tell us? Are you afraid of Ricky? You don't have to be afraid, I promise. You're scared, aren't you?
Carol remained completely silent for almost 30 seconds
She
after
was
she
there.
was asked this question. The cops are right to assume that she's scared, but it might not be for the reasons they think. She could be scared of Ricky and the consequences of implicating him in the crime, but she could also be terrified of the situation she's in. She's going to jail for a very long time. There's no escaping that anymore, and that's
Insane.
a scary reality for her. Whatever the reason is, though, the cops are still doing their best to give her a moral excuse or justification for what she did, so she'll talk a little more. She panicked, and anyone would have done the same. The best thing she can do to make things right is to tell them exactly what happened.
Facts.
I mean, people panic. And people make mistakes. Yeah, I mean, you know what happens most often in fleeing, when you flee from an accident, it happens all the time when people panic, right? Let's say someone gets in a car accident and they smash into a car and they take off, and that person ends up dying. They hear them on the news, and then the lies keep going, and they're like, shit, I should have stayed, but I didn't, right? That's the mistake that you made. I should have stayed, but I didn't. I don't want to keep revisiting, but I have to. How did you get the toad out of the house?
So how'd you get it? She just throw it. Like, come on. Spit it out.
Cops are really focusing on Carol's inability to physically move Patricia.
And
to
now
the
I'm
garage,
locked in,
as
Chad.
to
I'm trying to see
it was a clear
come
sign
on.
that somebody else had to be involved. But at this point, they're not getting anywhere. Unfortunately, this
Nowhere.
isn't conclusive enough evidence to implicate anyone else, and it's not getting Carol to talk. But that's okay, because the detectives have one piece of evidence that they've been saving for this very moment that could prove without a doubt that everything Carol said so far has been a total lie.
Oh, so how'd she die?
They obviously did an autopsy on your mom. And they found some puncture wounds in her neck.
Puncture wounds.
Not
Oh.
her, but actual fresh puncture wounds in her neck. How did those?
I told you she was lying. Let me be a fucking detective.
Stab her with anything after the fact? Not saying you were killing her, but like, you know what I'm saying? I'm saying, I don't know, maybe her out from the street if she was suffering or anything like that. Because here's what I don't want to get caught up. Is that once they tell us exactly how deep they were, if it was a cause of death or contributed to cause of death.
Puncture wounds to the neck. She got stabbed.
We have to get everything out here now to try to do something with those wounds, that don't cause those wounds or anything like that. So I want you to think right now, what could have possibly caused those puncture wounds in her?
I don't know if she had testing or anything like that. I didn't hear anything.
Preliminary, it looked like knife wounds. Kind of fresh, like fresh, but the puncture at the end of a knife.
Yep.
A gun accidentally going off and killing someone. Unlikely, but believable. But 2 fresh, deep knife wounds that Carol hasn't mentioned a single time? It's going to be extremely hard to explain this one away. Not only does this imply
Insane.
the murder was completely intentional, but the fact that Carol hasn't mentioned it means that she knew that was the case and wanted to try to cover that part up.
And again,
Yeah, 2 knife wounds. Like, he did that.
Not implicated, that'll get you in more trouble. That'll get you in more trouble. But as we sit and investigate and continue to investigate in the days and weeks, months to come, more things are going to come out. I'm pretty certain of it. Did Rick know eventually what happened?
Not to my knowledge.
Did Rick know your mom was in that? And
Not that I know. I didn't tell him.
say anything to you that leads you to believe that he knew? Did you actually not have a mistake? Did you actually mean to kill your mom?
Oh, I did not mean to kill my.
Well, I'm not saying that. That's what I'm saying. I'm saying, do you understand where, when these things can be answered, that's kind of Can I ask you this? With going back to the puncture wounds, did you freak out after you shot her and she was still breathing and you wanted to make sure that at this point, no good for her to be like this?
Absolutely not. I wouldn't know. Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
Kind of hope her to see, like, it sounds terrible, but like, is she alive? Is she out?
I know.
Okay.
At this point, the interrogation has been going on for over an hour, and Carol clearly doesn't intend to deviate from her story despite
Nothing,
all the
man.
new evidence.
Nothing.
The detectives are still no closer to obtaining a confession or any information about Ricky from her, so they figure they've got no choice but to speak to the man himself. So later that day, they bring Ricky in
There
for
we
an
go.
interview of his
Now I
own
wanna hear
and
him.
attempt to get the truth out of him.
Momo.
Whatever it may be.
Do you have any idea what's going on?
No, I don't.
You have no clue.
Somebody at the house said something about Patty is not at her sister's house where Carol was telling me that she was at.
When was the last time you physically seen Patty? You guys call her Patricia?
Yeah, Patty, Patricia, and I'm gonna call her Patty. I physically seen her about, I think it was like a month and a half ago. It was before Thanksgiving.
How often do you stay at the house on this?
Every day. I've been there except for, it was like the 8th and 9th when home to my mom's house.
So you've been staying there every day?
Yeah.
Already, Ricky is being much more open and giving much better answers to all of the detective's questions. He also seems exceedingly calm and as though he's just trying to help the officers out. Right now, he definitely isn't coming across as a murder accomplice or blackmailer, but there's still plenty of time for the cops to catch him out.
What about Carol? Does she work? Does she have a job? Does she go anywhere? What does she do with most of her days?
What's she be
Most of
doing?
her days, keeping Allison busy, cleaning the house, doing what she can. But she needs some major surgeries.
Any financial issues with you or Carol or Patty or anything? Nothing.
Nope, nothing.
You know where she has the money to if she's not working?
Then she said she had a joint bank account with her mom.
Carol been acting strange or suspicious to you or different?
She's bipolar, so I always said that she was the world's greatest actress because I can't tell when she's being sincere or not. That's in addition to bipolar. They're compulsive liars. And I've been caught in a lot of her webs before. I've been telling her she's been feeling more distant.
Ricky, I mean, I don't really necessarily know you, obviously, but you seem
Sure.
pretty nervous to me. What's going on? Is there something you're nervous about?
Nervous?
I'm not nervous about anything.
Where did you sleep when I was there?
Mostly in the bedroom with Carol.
Carol's bedroom? Where did,
Sometimes on the couch.
where did Allison sleep?
Mostly in her bedroom.
Let me ask you about the garage. You ever go in the garage?
No.
Never?
Hardly ever.
When's the last time you think
Never.
you were in the garage or on the crime
I think we went to go look for a screwdriver. Jeez, I don't even know. I think it was early December. It's been a couple weeks.
Couple weeks?
Have you gone look for her? No, she's been with me.
Compared to Carol's interrogation, this one seems extremely laid back and relaxed. It
Facts.
feels as though there's a big chance Ricky genuinely just doesn't know what's going on. However, the cops do pick up on the fact that he's a little nervous. He's finding it hard to look the detectives in the eyes, and he seems a little soft-spoken. So, to clear things up fully, they
Body
decide to put the
language.
pressure on big time to see if he breaks.
He's on break. Ricky, we got a problem, Ricky.
You
We got a problem, Ricky.
And I think you need to be honest and upfront with us. So we're going to give you the opportunity now. Tell us what really happened.
That's what happened.
What happened?
What I told you.
I'm not talking about the little details we've been asking you. I'm talking
Getting
about
rocks. Getting rock chat. Ah.
At her sister's house, as far as I know.
We know Patty.
I want to know what happened.
Patty's got a gunshot wound to her, and she was found in a tote in that garage.
So you have to tell us everything you know, so you don't implicate yourself anymore.
Like, look, Jay, look, this is what she told me, right?
There's
That's what I would've said.
investigative tools we have.
Tell me
We're
this,
gonna
tell me
find out
that.
Exactly
It's how she did it.
Where you were when she died, which I'm betting you were in that house, and you know exactly what happened.
I never had a problem with Patty.
I'm not saying you have a problem with it. I'm not saying
Dang.
that at all. I'm saying
That dude wants some freedom.
You know something.
I don't know anything. I swear. You don't know this woman, Carol. She has fucked with my head. She has cheated on me behind my back. Without me knowing about it.
Dang. That all that is not a like. What's like? Come on now.
About it was tripping over stuff, finding it on accident. Her showing me something on her phone, and then all of a sudden, I love you too, baby, pops up on her phone.
Why are you with her?
We went through counseling this year, tried to make things work because I love her, I love Alice, and I said she's my own. I really do.
This is not
Dude's a cuck. Oh man, this guy's a cuck. He ain't smoking nobody. Oh, actually, he could have.
the reaction a guilty person would give in this position. He's never defensive and he never gets annoyed. He just tries to explain things exactly as they are. He's not upset that he's been caught. It feels like he's upset that he'd ever be accused of this. He also gave a few pieces of information that could be backed up by the detectives, such as the fact that Carol had been cheating on him and that they'd been in therapy.
Okay, so yeah, he is a cuck. Okay, so either he killed the, could have killed the mother due to love, you know what I'm saying, or just soft ass nigga.
In just 5 minutes, detectives went from assuming him to be the main accomplice to completely discounting him as a suspect. Carol, however, completely stayed in the spotlight, and it was eventually assumed that she acted alone and with intent in Patricia's murder. It was determined that Carol killed Patricia all the way back in November and hid her body for roughly 2 months before John had caught on to her act. Although Carol never verbally confessed to the crimes, she was charged with first-degree murder, felony use of a firearm, and larceny of $20,000 or more. She faces life in prison. Ricky was let go with no charges.
Oh, he was let go? Oh, W Ricky, man. W Cook. What the fuck? That dude, man. Get off and start your life all over again, man. But this lady, GG's, man. I ain't gonna lie. She's cooked. She's done.